a place where I feel at peace, a place where I feel welcome. These giant pines make up a home here called nature. Home of the Sasquatch. May 3rd, 2014. 6 of us was walking up this gravel road, coming from the lake. Single file line, as I was up ahead of everybody. I was stopped in my tracks by something right over here by this tree right here. And of course at the time, keep in mind, it wasn't so thick. But there was something down low over there that at first I wasn't sure what I was staring at until my eyes became focused and I saw what it was a set of eyes that blinked at me. Calling from behind me was Tracy Arnold, was the next behind me. He came up, he saw what I saw too. And then what we were seeing disappeared, went into the woods. Tracy Arnold called the rest of the crew up here, and we all got up here to regroup. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the record, for those who can't tell, this area is slopes, it drops down. And whatever was there was standing just to the left of that single tree right there. It was just to the left of that tree, swaying side to side. And just about 5 feet away from it, just to the right of it, we noticed another set of eye shine that was around 6 foot tall. And for after a couple of minutes of observing that, there was a couple other trees and bushes over there. What we believed another subject that was crouched down stood up, and he towered over top of the 6 foot one. He was easily 8 feet tall. And this is the very location right here where we observed the family unit, right here. It was a good 5 minutes of observing all 3 of them till they all further went into the darkness, because this took place after midnight, and they wandered off back that way. And we continued up the forest road out to the main forest road to head back towards our camp. But this general area is across from where I mainly camp. I've had so much activity in here. I've had vocalizations. I've had another encounter by myself just over around the corner a little ways, closer to the creek. That creek flows right back there. But this is where they come into. Because just prior to having our encounter, just down a little ways, there was a deer. Now, each of my encounters in this particular area involved a deer before the sighting or the actual encounter. Was that a coincidence, or were they actually stalking the deer? I like to believe that's what was happening. You hear on occasions a number of other reports involving deer, but the 2 encounters I've had with the family unit here and the one large subject around the corner in 2015 had a deer involved. But I like to come back and observe this place. I always like to, sometimes exactly what I'm doing right here is staring into this location. I've seen a lot of deer in here. The turkey are in here, because with that food source, the water's right there. All this thick vegetation for them to squatch to hide in, everything any subject needs to survive, that food source is in here. The deer come in here because there's a lot of grass in here. The bears come through here. There's berries in through here. All kinds of different berries. I love this area. And I'm pretty sure my days of having encounters in this area is far from over. Just behind me, see how thick it is in here. Just outside the entrance of this roadway here, I've had a black panther cross the road, enter into this area. Now over on this side over here, you have the river. It's part of the North River Gorge that actually feeds in, runs into the lake. The creek that runs down through here, now I know you guys can't see it, but that creek runs in down here and it connects into the river, which both run into the lake. It's beautiful out here. It's so peaceful out here right now. If you take your time and observe, you can see game trails, the deer crossing in and out of here all the time. See, it's gonna mash down right in through here. Look at that right there. Look at that. Now, you know, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know I don't get crazy over tree breaks. You see how that is broke? That was forced down. And these particular tree breaks, I don't believe, were done by weather. This here was grabbed and broke down with force. And we're looking around. If I had to get up and stand level up there, easily an 8-foot subject with long arms could easily grab that. 8 to 9 feet tall could easily grab that and break it down. I mean, that's we're looking at least a couple years old, though. It's not in fresh. I believe I have seen this very one before, but I'm pointing it out because of the way it is broke and the damage of the break. It's at least 2 years old, at least. Something with hands grabbed that, broke it down. I'm sure if we take our time and look through here, we'll find more. But if you're wondering what I'm doing on the side of this gravel road, keep in mind, this is the entrance to the lake. This is where I just showed you where I had our 2014 encounter. I'm basically kind of taking a short visit here on what I call memory lane. This area is full of wildlife, full of activity, and I'll be getting out here before long to spend more time out here. It's beautiful. Hey guys, how you guys doing? I don't know if the audio is picking this up, but just in case if you guys hear what I'm hearing, they're dogs, they're hunting dogs. It's not hunting season. However, it's that time of year where the hunters are allowed to bring their dogs out to the national forest and run their dogs, get them prepped up for the upcoming deer and bear season. Well, bear season actually. They run their dogs for bear out here. There's a lot of bear out here. Anyway, I've been out here for a little while. I got out here this morning. Been enjoying myself just being here. I'm serious, just being here. You know, I'm not doing no deep exploring. I'm doing just some general cover here in a couple of the areas where I like to visit every now and then. I'm in my secondary camp spot, which I have not been into in quite a while. Just checking the surrounding area. over off the edge of the camp, over there on the backside, there's a creek where the water's usually flowing pretty well. Well, the water's low, and I was checking around the creek bed for tracks, and yes, I came across some tracks. Alright guys, well, this take two, I got cut off there for some reason. Anyway, yeah, I've been visiting this area, checking it out, and you know, the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, when I come out to the woods, I'm not out here with Squatch on my mind. I'm coming out here to enjoy myself. This is my home away from home. This is where I feel relaxed. And I know every little thing that happens out here. I mean, if it's happening while I'm here, I'm going to notice it. That's how used to this area that I am. But one of the things I was mentioning is checking out the creek beds. You know, I came across some tracks. I surely did. And anytime, if there's tracks in the area, you best believe I'm going to find them. Now, there's a set of tracks I came across that had some toads in them. Now, considering that that creek area where I was at wasn't too far off into the woods, at the same time, I can't rule out that they were people, they were humans, because it's a 50-50 shot that those tracks could have belonged to a young person, human being. I'm only judging that and saying that because of the toes are kind of close together, like a human would be. Now, there's a very good possibility they could have been a young Squatch. You know, I can't say, and I'm not going to say either or. It's a 50-50 chance. But if I have to lean more towards one or the other, I would actually probably say human. Judging from the pictures that I took of, you know, you guys will be able to see them for yourself. I'll add them in this here. And I'll have them posted separately, and I'll make sure I try to get them at the end of this video. So, and then there was an impression or two that looked a little wider, a little longer, you know, whatever. So, but it's cool. I don't care. There were tracks. You know, I've come across some deer tracks, raccoon tracks, possum tracks, you know. It's what's out here. So, but I dare you to come out to the woods. I dare you to come out to the woods. Go out to the woods. Go out there just to enjoy yourself. Take your time. Explore. Because if you take your time and if you appreciate being out there, you will discover. It happens. Trust me. You'll be surprised what you will come across. But so quiet today. It's a weekend, and I've been out here since this morning, and I'm just loving it. I am so tempted to find a nice little cool creek just to get into it to freshen up in. I love it out here. I love it. I can't say that enough. Oh my. So anyway, enough said. I hope you guys enjoy this little video. You know, I took you guys down memory lane to show you the location where we had our 2014 encounter of the family unit. You know, and I'll be out here soon enough to do some more exploring. So, hope you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you guys can stay on top of every time I upload another video. So, you guys keep it real, keep it squatchy. Till next time, this is Danny Benoit.